Hey gang, good morning. Here we are, table 3. Table 2 is over there. Table 1. Table 1, there's quite a few that are going to come off in the next couple of days here because they're about at their limit for coats. So here we are, table 3. I didn't get a chance to show you much filling on this one because I had to do it over the weekend here, and it's Monday morning. So I'll just give you a quick look what's on the tables here. I've got this sort of like a Buddha hand. That's a tea light holder. Kind of a complicated seam in the front, has to go up between the fingers and up and over for it to pull off easy. And it's got a window in here. For those who have done, a window is anything that you want to have a pass through to see, but you need to put a seam in there. You need to put a window in that so it'll pull off and leave that a void there. There was the same underneath that was hollow underneath, but it's too deep to get your latex under, so I just put clay about halfway through to fill that up. This is an old one. I just want to do a bunch of multiples on these little guys here. This almost looks familiar. Hey, Webb. I don't know if it's exactly the same or similar. I think you have one of these in your collection there. Found this one this year finally, and I went, hey, Webb. So she's just got the one big seam coming up the back, over the bun in her hair and down in her neck. See there? Deep inside. Sometimes I've left it a whole day in between coats, like just one coat a day because it's so deep to get that dry. And another, you know me, I've been doing these logs now for about 3 years. So log and clay filler inside there to make planters. Really popular. I sell a bunch of them. Worthwhile doing. I think, I guess it depends on your area how stuff sells, but they've been popular here. So just a little tiny seam over there because there's a little bit of an undercut there you can't see. I did do a little bit of back filling here with microfibers, same as there, just a little bit on the back of her bun you can see there. So not a ton, not a lot. This guy's a little bit of a monster. It's another skull. I told you before, skulls sell like crazy here. So this one is like a carved skull, a resin model that I found in Vancouver. It's got more lumps and bumps than a scabby donkey, this thing. So I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Lots of little filling spots. You'll see where I've done a bunch up on the top on here. The eye sockets were really deep on this guy. You can see there's some fill up in the front. But just like a little mini seam, like a little 1/3 seam down on the back side there, just to help it get up and over. So here's something a little bit different for seams. I had a model very similar to this last year, about 1/3 of the size. It was only about so big. And it had, like this guy, had three branches coming off the cactus, and I kind of scratched my, I thought, gee whiz, I don't want to do like full seams up the side, and it would look awful, I think, after. But what I did was, if you can see here, so I've just done a seam underneath and a seam in between, and it actually works really good. You pull it up like a glove mold from the bottom, you pull it up and it hits these little spots here, and it'll just separate enough that you can pull that right off. First time I did that, like last year, on, like I said, on that little one. And it worked really well. So now I'm just trying it on this bigger model here. So we'll see how it works out. I don't see why it won't work. So just something a little different. And again, this little guy here, another one of these a lot of work for, is it going to be worth it kind of things. We'll see. Another double dragons there, a little mini planter or a tea light holder or whatever, with those funny little Y-shaped seams again because of the little horns on the dragon. And just for Webb, he was asking, there he is, he's on deck. There's a few more pieces over there. So in the next few days I'll be throwing some new ones down on the tables, getting some of these up. Just wanted to mention one thing too. The other day when Webb too, you were mentioning like how deep that pocket is there. Just for you folks, like, Webb's really lucky because he takes his stuff to work, and he has that little oven, or he does his some hot spots in the house there. But it's okay after this has all the coats to pull this off, but when we were saying like make sure let your rubber cure, if your shop is cool like mine is, like this place is that's going to take a long time to cure, so you don't want to be glassing right away in a week and then pulling and yanking on this, because that's going to stay soft. The rubber won't be cured for like a few, at least 2, 3, 4 weeks, I would say. So you don't want to be yanking and pulling on anything that where it isn't cured, because you're going to distort it and it's going to stay like that. It's going to be a bit of a mess. So just a word of warning. Anyway, that's it for this little video, and I'll keep plugging away and I'll keep you guys posted as I roll along. Okay, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.